Hello, team. Are we all ready to get the show going today?
Hey, boss. Someone left the studio doors open last night and a bunch of bugs got in.
A bunch of bugs? Oh, no, that can't be good. What kind of bugs?
I don't know, but I can find out, boss.
Right, okay. We still need to get started. Let's cue Rich in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited that you're joining me today for the episode. I am just excited to see you. This week, our featured Bible story is about King Josiah and this mysterious lost book that he found in the temple. Whoa, this is going to be good. Plus, of course, we're going to check out and see what Bob and Enzo are up to in the Break It Down segment. We're going to check in on Dusty and Feather. Naz and Roz are here. We're going to have game show What's It? Woo, there's a lot of cool stuff coming up. Ready to get in the zone? Let's go! All right, thank you so much, Tirza, for that very cool welcome. Of course, we probably need to see the map. Where is Taos, New Mexico? Let's go check it out. Alrighty, thank you so much, map. It's good to know where that is. And of course, if you would like to do a welcome video, we'd love to get them. So just go to our website and you will see a form there so that you can send your welcomes in. We'd love to have you on the show, all you kids from all over the world. All right, well, welcome from me, Rich Aguilera. I'm so glad that you're joining me today for the episode. And of course, we have a title for our episode today, which is Hidden Treasure. Oh, who doesn't love a hidden treasure? That sounds so exciting. What could be hidden? What could be found? Oh, we'll find out very soon. All right, well, let's get going now because we always start off with a brain teaser. And I love these because they kind of stretch out our brains, warm up our brains, get us ready for learning here on the show. Cool. So, of course, the cool thing is that you guys are all the ones sending in the brain teasers from all over the world. Thank you for sending those in, and don't forget to keep sending them in. And the one that I have for today comes to us all the way from Wyatt in Portland, Oregon. Thank you, Wyatt, for sending that in. Here is the brain teaser. What do you call a hamster that is fast? All right, there you have it. What do you call a hamster that's fast? Thank you, Wyatt, for sending that in. We will reveal the answer, as we always do, at the end of our show episode together. Can't wait to see what the answer is. Remember, if you also have a brain teaser that you'd like to share on the show, we need to get them. So please continue going to our website, kidsbiblezone.com, and make sure you fill out those forms there and send in your brain teasers. Can't wait to get them. All right, well, let's move on now because it's time to check out today's Hidden Animal Challenge. So I'm going to show you now, as I always do, a photograph of an animal that's hidden in plain sight. The problem is it's blending in, it's camouflaging. And I'm only gonna give you about 10 seconds to see if you can spot the hidden animal. Are you ready? Of course you are. Here is today's hidden animal. Check it out. Ooh, all right. Somewhere in this mess? All right, give you another couple seconds, a few more moments, and it's now time to reveal the answer because it was a crocodile. Yep, right there. Yes, very good. Good job spotting them. Hopefully everybody was able to spot them. Nicely done. Of course, I will have one for you again in the next episode that we get together. So keep your eyes peeled. All right, well, let's keep going now because it's time to get started with our Bible story. And we always start with the KBZ News.
Hello everyone, welcome to KBC News. My name is Amaria and in the breaking news today, we are getting reports of a Bible story unfolding at this time. KBC News has sent a reporter into the field to report about this developing Bible story. Zebedee, can you tell us where you are right now?
Hello, Amaria. I am currently here in the city of Jerusalem, not too far from the temple.
Wonderful. And word on the street is that a Bible story is unfolding at this time there. Can you tell us what is going on, Zebedee?
Yes, Samaria, we are here because a famous lost book of laws was found recently here at the temple.
Who found the book, Zebedee?
Reports say some construction workers were there repairing the temple and came across the book, Amalia. From there, it appears that the high priest, Hilkiah, was given the book.
I see. Then what happened with the book?
Well, we are hearing that after Hilkiah was given the book, he looked through it and realized that this was an important book and it had been lost for decades.
That is very mysterious. What did the high priest do with the book then?
Reports say High Priest Hilkiah went to the palace and found Shaphan, the scribe or secretary of the king Josiah.
So the book now goes from the high priest to the king's scribe. Then what?
Well, from there we're told Shaphan went to the king and told him about this amazing find.
Wow, do we know how the king reacted?
Yes, Samaria, we are hearing that the king was pretty excited about this. Then the king asked Shaphan to read it to him.
Read it to him?
I think it's a king thing, Amalia. When you are powerful, I guess you have others read stuff to you.
Oh, okay, I see, Zebedee. So what did the king say?
Well, Amalia, all we know is that the king started off happy and excited, and by the time Shaphan finished, he was crying and sad.
Crying and sad? Well, what happened? What did the book say, Zebedee?
We are not sure, and that is where we are right now, Amalia. We have heard reports that the king was trying to figure out what to do next about this.
Did he decide anything?
What we only heard a few minutes ago is that the king has decided now to take the lost book to the prophetess Huldah.
Prophetess Huldah? Why did he take it to her?
Amalia, since she is one of the king's prophets, we believe King Josiah wants her to take a look and help him fully understand the meaning of what he was read.
Makes sense, Zebedee. But apparently, we still have no clues about what the actual book said.
That's right, Amalia. We are waiting to hear what was in the book. And our reports say that the king has already gone to see prophetess Huldah, and that sometime later today or tomorrow, the king is going to go before the people to explain what Huldah has said about the lost book.
Very well. We will wait to see what he tells the people.
Yes, Amalia. We will stay here until the king comes out to speak to the people.
Zebedee, thank you for your excellent reporting. We look forward to your continued reporting on this developing Bible story. This is Amaria reporting from KBC News. We'll see you next time.
Hey boss, I found out what kind of bugs got into the studio last night.
Oh, really? What kind were they?
Dusty said they were lightning bugs.
Oh, lightning bugs?
Yeah, he said that he had an idea of what to do with them.
Oh boy.
Do your kids love to read? We'd like to give you one of our free books, Firewalkers, from our Bible Time Adventure series. You'll get to read the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, but from the point of view of some kids that were there. Please go to our website to get your free book at kidsbiblezone.com. Click on free book offer.
Hello everyone, I'm Roz and this is Naz and we're so happy to see you.
Yes, we definitely are. So a big giant hello to each and every one of you.
Yeah, as you can see today we are in front of this very large bridge here in San Francisco.
That's right. This is the Golden Gate Bridge, built in 1937.
Wow, I didn't know the bridge was so old. And it's a pretty color too.
I agree. It's called golden, but it's really more of an orange-red, and it's the most photographed bridge in the entire world.
Wow, it is very nice looking. And taking a picture is almost a great idea.
Almost.
Yeah, because I almost remembered to bring my camera.
Gotcha. Did you know that there can be up to 1,200 cars on the bridge at one time? That is a mighty bridge.
Wow, that is a lot of cars. And cars are pretty heavy too. That is a strong bridge. And it's the first thing anyone sees when entering the bay from the Pacific Ocean.
Cool. That kind of reminds me of our verse today, Raz.
Yeah, you're right. Kids, let's repeat after Naz now as he helps us to memorize today's special Bible verse.
All right, here we go. Your word is a lamp for my feet,
Your word is a lamp for my feet,
a light to my path.
a light to my path.
Psalm 119, 105.
Psalm 119, 105. Awesome! God's word is amazing, and it shows us where to go.
Yeah, just like the Golden Gate Bridge, letting ships know where to go. Well, kids, we're off to find our next hidden Bible verse scroll. We'll see you next time.
Bye!
Well, right now I am in a town called Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. and it's a nice little town here. But there's one thing that's really special and unique about this town, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. But first of all, let's get to our Bible story for today, which is a continuation of the story of King Josiah. He became king when he was only 8 years old. But he did, of course, get older. And the Bible story continues as he was fixing the temple. They found something in the walls, hidden. It was the Book of Law. It had been lost for decades. This priest, Hilkiah, found it, and he took it to Josiah right away. This was a famous and important book, while his grandpa and dad were kings. But of course, his dad and grandpa had been bad kings. They had distanced themselves from God. They had disobeyed God so many times. And of course, now Josiah was the king, and he was working to follow God. He was rebuilding the temple and everything. So of course, when they brought the book to him, he's like super anxious to see what this book of law said. And he wanted to be absolutely sure what it said. So he had his friend read it to him. And when he heard everything that the book was talking about, the way that Josiah reacted, well, he jumped up, super sad, super anguished. And the Bible even says he ripped his clothes. He was so upset because the book said that Israel would be punished for its sins. Oh, wow, that is sad. Josiah, like I said, was trying so hard to obey God and to do his will. And just to be sure, he actually went with the book to a prophet called Huldah, and he took the book to her and he says, please read this and tell me what you read in there, and what does this mean for the people that are alive today? And so she looked through the book and she told Josiah, yeah, God is going to punish the people, just as the book says is going to happen. But God will not punish them while you are alive, Josiah, because you have been a faithful servant and obedient to God. Josiah was quite relieved by that, as you can probably imagine. And what he did next was to work hard for the rest of his life, trying to help the people there follow God. And he worked for years doing that. And he asked the people, will you follow God? And they promised that they would follow God. Oh, man. What a wild story, up and down in the book, and the past and the future. I'm so glad that each one of us can make that same decision to promise to follow God. I hope you will do the same. Leads me to our special phrase for today, which is God leads us as we study and obey his word. So important to dive deep into his word, of course, the Bible, and to learn what it says and what its plan is for us. All right, so Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. Take a look around. So the one famous thing about Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania is Punxsutawney Phil. Maybe you've heard of Punxsutawney Phil. There's this tradition here in the United States that there is a groundhog called Punxsutawney Phil who lives here in Punxsutawney. And on February 2 of every single year, he comes out to see if he sees his shadow. Because whether he sees his shadow or not supposedly means that there will be 6 more weeks of winter. Here's this log statue of Punxsutawney Phil right next to me. Well, this is the plaza here in the middle of Punxsutawney. This is not actually where they reveal the whole Punxsutawney Phil prediction, but it is the central plaza here in Punxsutawney. Kind of fun being here. All right, let's go see what Dusty and Feather are up to, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people from Algeria, Siberia, and Nigeria, we're so glad you're here. Welcome to the Dusty and Feather Show!
Hello and hello to everyone!
Greetings to one and all. We're so happy to see you. My name is Feather, and this is Dusty, and we're happy that you are joining us for the show today.
Oh, yes, we sure are. We just love this show, and we're so excited about our 3 shoutouts for today. Feather, I will go first.
Okay, go for it, Dusty.
Okay, our first shout out today goes to Musa in Florida. Hello, Musa.
Wonderful. Our next shout out today goes to our friend Narician in England, in the United Kingdom. Greetings and a giant hello to you.
Awesome. And our final shout out for today goes to Amina J in Gainesville, Florida. Wow, these are all such cool kids, Feather.
I will have to agree with you there, Dusty. And kids, if you would like to get a shout out from us here on the show, it's very easy. Just go to our website at kidsbiblezone.com and fill out the shout out form.
Cool! I can't wait for trillions of kids to sign up, Feather.
Well, I don't know that we have that many kids on Earth, but we definitely look forward to whoever signs up. Of course, at this time, Dusty, we should probably move on to our game show time.
Yeah! It's time to play Who Am I? I love this game. I love that kids have 87 guesses to figure out who the mysterious Bible character is that we are thinking of.
Oh, 87, Dusty, well, I guess it's true. They can guess 87 times, but we're only going to give them 3 clues.
Right! 3 clues and 87 guesses should be plenty.
Okay, sure, plenty, hopefully. Okay, let's get going. So as Dusty said, we are about to give you 3 clues to a Bible character that we're thinking of, and you try to guess in the least amount of clues as possible. You don't have to guess 87 times if you don't have to.
But they might!
Yeah, right, okay. Our first clue is, I fell asleep during one of Paul's sermons.
Fell asleep? That's not good. Maybe it was getting late or something.
Yeah, actually it was. Okay, here's the next clue, actually. I was sitting at a window when I fell asleep, and then I fell out and fell 3 stories.
Whoa! Definitely not a good idea to fall asleep during one of Paul's sermons. One can get killed doing that.
Well, yeah, actually, that was the third clue. The person died from the fall, but then Paul resurrected him.
Whoa! Well, that's a relief. I wonder if the kids know the answer by now.
I guess it's time to find out.
Hopefully they've made their 287 guesses.
87. Oh, okay, yeah, here the answer is Eutychus.
Right, Eutychus! I remember the story, I just couldn't remember his name. Gotta remember that. I have to remember not to fall asleep during sermons too.
Yeah, great idea. Of course, that now means it's time for us to go to learn about a new creature.
Yay! I love this part. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's the firefly, or the lightning bug, depends on where you live.
Wait a minute, what do you mean, where you live?
Yeah, so in the United States, people from the South and Midwest tend to call them lightning bugs.
Okay.
Yeah, and the people from the West and Northeast tend to call them fireflies.
Well, that's kind of confusing. What's their official name?
Aha, I'm glad you asked. Technically, there are kinds of beetles, but their official scientific name is the Photinus pyralis.
Wow, yeah, I guess I'll stick with firefly or lightning bug.
Yeah, of course, there are other names used here in North America, such as the glowfly, golden sparklers, and moonbugs.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and in the UK, they're glowworms, and blinkies in Jamaica, and cucubanos in Cuba.
Wow, okay, I get it. They have a lot of names.
Yes, they do. But either way, they're all super amazing little creatures that God made because they can make 2 chemicals that they keep separate until they're ready to make light. And when they mix the 2 chemicals, they react and make light.
Wow, I'm very impressed, Dusty. I didn't know you knew so much about lightning bugs.
Or fireflies, or glowworms, or blinkies. Yeah. Since our awesome Bible verse today was talking about God's Word being a light, I thought this would be good.
Wow, well, I'm very impressed, Dusty. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, so can we go eat nachos now?
Brilliant idea. Get it? Brilliant. Ha-ha! Off we go.
Off we go!
Well, that was interesting. I'm glad Dusty and Feather were able to use them for the show.
Yeah, boss, that was pretty cool. Dusty said that he had a good idea of what to do with them next.
Oh, next? What do you mean?
Well, I don't know, boss. All the fireflies were following him down the hall towards your dressing room.
Oh boy.
Hello everyone. I hope you are being blessed by this show. Do you know what one of the top things is that we pray for every day? That your kids love Jesus. Do you know what the second thing is? That God sends supporters to help us continue making this show. If you feel like God is calling you to help out, please visit our website at kidsbiblezone.com and click on support. Thank you so much.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Break It Down with Bob and Enzo, where we seamlessly break down the action in today's Bible story. I'm Bob, and this is Enzo.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Bob. We're so happy to be here again, and we're happy you're watching the show.
Absolutely, and today it started pretty intriguing by the finding of a secret missing book.
Sounds pretty cool and mysterious, Bob.
You said it, but then it turns out the book contains some pretty rough news, Enzo. Not the kind of news you want to get.
That's for sure, Bob. Josiah was pretty busted up. I would be too if I had to be told that all of your people are going to have to suffer because they've become so bad.
So right, Enzo. So much pain it was causing, and the sad part is that it was all avoidable. If they would just live good lives and obey God, none of this would have to happen.
That's all right, Bob. But sadly, a lot of people don't think of the future or the consequences of doing bad things.
You are right about that, Enzo. They should. But they often don't. Well, it looks like we have a caller on the line. Hello, welcome to Break It Down. You are on the air.
Hello. Could you explain who exactly was this Hulda lady?
Thanks for your call. Yeah, good question, because if I recall, Enzo, the missing law book is found, the priest takes it to King Josiah, then the king asks the priest to take it to Hulda.
That's right, Bob. That's what happened. And to answer the question, Hulda was a good and faithful prophetess of God.
Correct. That means she had a special gift from God, which was the ability to interpret and understand special messages God would give to people.
That sounds like a pretty cool job, Bob. Sounds like she was pretty awesome at her job, too.
Yes, it does sound like that for sure.
Bob, my favorite part of the story is that even though Josiah is told that the consequences and punishment are coming for his people, Josiah still wanted to help his people turn away from evil and follow God.
That is pretty amazing, Enzo. That is the sign of a really good leader. He's not thinking of himself all the time. He's thinking of others.
And he's trying to help them turn away from the bad things and honor God.
Yes, sirree. One other thing that amazed me in this story, Enzo.
What's that, Bob?
I'm amazed at how God saw how sad Josiah was for the punishment his people would have to suffer. But God promised that this punishment would not happen during Josiah's lifetime.
That is at least a little relief, Bob. It would be pretty hard to see that happen, I'm sure.
Yes, very true, Enzo. That way, Josiah could just focus on doing everything he could to help them follow and honor God, even though someday they would have to deal with the consequences of their bad deeds.
In the end, Bob, it looks like the discovery of this missing mysterious book really made a big difference in Josiah's kingdom. That part is pretty cool.
Very true, Enzo. Finding that book turned out to be a huge deal and turned everything around for the people of Judah.
You know what that reminds me of, Bob?
What's that?
There's another amazing book people can discover now that will turn everything around and help people be good and honor God, Bob. The Bible.
So true, Enzo. I love that. Well, it looks like we have time for one more caller. Hello there. Welcome to Break It Down. You are on the air.
Hello there. What time does the library close?
Oh, sorry, sir. I believe you have dialed the wrong number. And that's all the time we have today on the show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Break It Down.
Alrighty, thank you so very much, Bob and Enzo, for breaking it down for us. And now it is time for Game Show. This is where I ask you 5 whole questions. You try to attempt to answer 5 questions, and I believe you're going to do a great job. So, of course, if you know the answer, shout it out so that everyone around you knows that you have been listening, you have been paying attention. Good on you. All right, here we go with question number 1. Our special phrase today says that God leads us as we what? That's right, study and obey His word. Nicely done. All right, let's go to check out question number 2. What was the name of the prophet lady that the king went to go see? That's right, Hulda. Nice. All righty, let's keep going with question number 3. How did King Josiah react when the priest read the book to him? Yeah, he was sad and crying. Whoa. All right, let's keep going. Question number 4. What's the name of that groundhog that I was talking about today? That's right, Punxsutawney Phil. All right, let's check out question number 5. What are fireflies called in Jamaica? That's right, blinkies, man. All right, good job, everyone. I'm sure you all did super, super great. Of course, now it is time for us to move on to the brain teaser reveal. What is the answer for that brain teaser? Of course, Wyatt sent it to us from Portland, Oregon. Thank you so much. I will read it for you one last time, one last chance to get it right. Here we go. What do you call a hamster that is fast? The answer? A furbler. That's kind of cute. A furbler. All right, thank you, Wyatt, for sending that in. That was kind of cute and funny. Of course, if you have one, remember to send it in on our website, kidsbiblezone.com, and we will get it on the show. Thank you for sending those in. Next up, though, we need to check out today's What's It? Of course, last time we were together, I showed you a photograph of something in nature, something God made super zoomed in. And your job was to see if you can figure out what it could be. So, of course, I will show it to you one last time so that you can take one last guess and see if you can figure out what it could be. All right, here was the What's It that I showed you last time we were together. Check it out. Yes. Whoa, okay. What is this? The answer? A cinnamon stick. Yeah, like a broken one or something. That's what it looks like close up. Of course, they grind that into powder to make cinnamon powder. So yummy. All right, how many of you guys got it? Oh, that was a hard one. All right, of course, it's time to check the next What's It out. Are you ready? Here we go. Check it out. Whoa, okay. Interesting. What could this be? I'll give you another moment to look at it. And of course, fear not, when we get together again, I will reveal the answer to this What's It? And we will see what that is. Super duper zoomed in. All right, well, it's time to move on because it's now time to sum it up. We need to sum up our episode today because we talked about two very special things that I want to make sure you remember. And the first one is our memory verse. That's right. Let's all repeat it together now. Here we go. Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light to my path. Psalm 119, 105. That is so cool. I'm so glad that God's word can be that light for us. It can get dark sometimes. All right, and the second special thing that we want to make sure we remember from today's episode is our special phrase. That's right. Let's also repeat that one together. God leads us as we study and obey His word. Alrighty, well, I am so glad that we got to spend this time together. And of course, as we finish up, let's bow our heads and pray to God together. Dear Jesus, thank you for the Bible, for your special book that helps us so much and teaches us so much about you. Since you are our creator, help us to study your word and obey you always. In your wonderful name I pray, amen. And now, as we finish up our time together, let's be amazed by our Creator God. We'll see you next time.